Keep going because there's people that don't want to see you succeed. Keep going because you want to prove those people wrong. You want to knock the naysayers down. You want to make them your footstool.
I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's going to get lighter. But that's not the truth. The truth is you got to find something within.
I'm telling you to keep going when you face opposition. I'm telling you to keep going when you face adversity. I'm telling you to keep going because
it's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone, when you have nothing left, that's when it's showtime. When you find a way out of no way, when you find breath that you don't have, when you find energy that did not exist, when you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way.
If you look at anyone that's happy or successful in life, it's because they know how to keep fear in check. When you want something new and fear pipes up and tells you you can't have it, you gotta say, yes, I can. When you wanna try something new and fear pipes up and tells you you shouldn't do it, you gotta say, yes, I should. When you wanna go somewhere new or be with someone new and fear pipes up and says you won't do it, you gotta say, yes, I will.
Figured I'd do an update for some of you guys. What's going on? How you guys doing? A decent amount of people in right now. Just wanted to do an update. There's some people that was asking, yeah, what's the latest? Give me some, tracking. What do you got from the fractal perspective? So I figured I would obviously keep you guys in check with what I see is happening. So I'm completely aware of like the moves and stuff. And I'll go over that. You guys kind of, if you watch some of my last streams, I'm not fully, I'm not in bull mode because I see something that might kill the whole thing. So, I don't want to be caught again. I'm aware of what the majority see. I see it too. I see both sides. I don't think a majority see the other side as much as I see the other side. That's the difference. I think only a handful of people in this space actually see this scenario that I'm looking at as a possibility. So once again, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, meaning I have money in crypto, but I have a lot of money in USD too. So I'm not full all in thinking this is a celebration time right now. I'm not there yet, and if it is, I'm okay with buying in the rest of my money at a higher point. I'm okay with that. I don't want to, the stage is set for a problem. And I think a lot of people know that. The stage is set for a problem. And what could happen is pull the rug from everybody, man. And we slip down 50, 60, 70, 80%. And you're like, shit, I wish I would have known that. Right now it doesn't seem that way because we're in high mode, which is probably what it wants us to be in. On a high and everything's great and everything's wonderful and you guys are going to become rich. And that's possible. Absolutely. I'm not knocking that. But I'm also not dropping my guard to the point to say, okay, cool, yeah, man, everything's going to be great. And you guys see why I'm not dropping my guard. So, just, once again, I'm not telling anybody to sell anything. I never do tell anybody to sell anything unless it's something specific. And somebody, I make sure that, like this, when I was like, yo, he was right here talking to me, Kevin, I was just like, get out. That's the only time I'm like, I'd get out. I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so I have some money on the side. It's my approach and my thing. So a lot of people probably they don't like hearing this. And if you're a bull, you don't have an open mind. You're a bull without an open mind. Then I would probably say this isn't going to be a place for you. But if you are a bull and you have an open mind and say, hey man, I appreciate you keeping me grounded, in the sense like don't let them smoke me out this much, then this is a place for you. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. Shout out to Aerotine Analytics. Shout out to the Blue Orange Mob, Ladies of the Space, and the Lurkers. Shout out to everybody out there. What's up, Sarah? What's up, Jago? What's up, Grimes, Chomsky, Bruh, XRP? All you guys, shout out to all you guys. So the monthly close is going to be very important for XRP. We still have several days left. Just watch out. You know, we can get confirmation. What's up, Sean? That everything is okay, and that's fine. But you know, if I'm going to show you what I'm watching, and you might be like, damn, he's right. You know, it's too close to call. You know, it's like the damn election or something like it's happening. Like, I just might as well just get into it. So let's just jump into it. I will show you guys kind of what I'm looking at, what I'm watching. I am making some trades. I'm having some fun making some plays on some stuff. I'll show you kind of what I'm doing. If you want to, you know, you don't. I'm not telling people to do it. This is like a, you know, a dangerous little game sometimes. But these fractals, some of them are lagging, and you can see I'm using Fibonacci pivots and stuff on it. So what I'm doing is I'm watching, and let me get like let me throw, what was I on? Like, I'll use Digibyte because I was looking at Digibyte. I'll just use Digibyte. I was playing around with some of these. All right, the other day. Let me, trying to fit them all in here. So if you look down here, like at VeChain, you can look at the RSI's piercing up through, right? If I was to take a guess on what Cosmos is probably going to do, I would assume that it pierces up through there, right? Pushes up, and then you can make some money, and then I would take the money. This is coin hopping. I take the money, I then go to find another fractal that hasn't went yet, go ride that up. I don't get greedy on them. Because at any moment, and I've done this before, it'll shift where it seems like, all right, well, this one's next. All right, and if you think about it, if Bitcoin goes, then you know, Waves goes, and XRP goes, and XLM goes, and the ADA goes. Well, there's a lot of coins. So if some are slacking, it's like, are they going to go through the whole list? You know, you got to watch out, because once the market's like, no, we're good, and it'll pull down, and it doesn't need to push any higher on some of these. Okay, so what's up, Ricardo? How you doing, man? So it doesn't need to they don't need to always push higher. So what we're gonna first start off with is let's go ahead and I guess I can pull up XRP and just give you the understanding of what I'm looking at with XRP. This loom is actually really interesting too. Do I have it right here? Okay, I got it right here. So XRP, watching it, I tweeted. When did I tweet that? Yeah, 2 days ago. I said take Loom's 1 hour on that shoot up that already happened and match the fractal up to XRP 1 hour shoot up. I hope this helps. All right. So the reason why I'm saying that, it's because I'm showing you. I want you to see the behavior. I want you to understand that. Okay, we'll just take the 1 hour and just kind of see what the behavior is. Not like full size and height and stuff. Just understand like what's happened here. Do we have this match down here? Yeah, we got confirmation of that match down here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So let me size this up properly. Give me 1 second. Didn't have it right. Some of them aren't as full. So so you're gonna have this match right here, right? And then this center piece right here is this center piece, right? And then it looks like, in my opinion, this is what we're working on up here. So I'm watching this closely. Does it have to fully follow? No. Is it likely to probably follow? Yes. Yeah. This is AI. This is how it works. So if you kind of zoom in here, you can kind of see that behavior. I'll just go to that middle one. You can kind of see the structure is very similar on the way it climbs up, creates the hill first, you know, does your hill, slides up, does a little mess here. So hill, slides up, does a little mess here. We then start to, you know, kind of find that top there on this. And it's a 1 hour chart. Doesn't have to be identical. As you guys know, I don't look at stuff to be identical. It needs to just move together. So one can move higher. This one moves a little lower. But they all move together. Everyone's kind of hanging out, rolling together. So so I'm watching this, right? So as you can see, this the way this behaves, you see how it goes, right? Does that mean that XRP has to go and draw sideways like this down to, you know, I don't know, the 40 cents to the 30 cents and then slide up? It doesn't have to do that full move at that degree, in the sense that it could do something like this. It could you could start to see a fall like this, and it'll start to shuffle, and then instead of drawing wide like that, it can just start going up here, right? and it'll meet up. So if this one climbs here now, what happens? Well, this one's been working on this for a while, but did they draw the same thing? Yeah, they both did this move, right? They both did that move. That's how you have to read. So if you're understanding how I read these things, this one is drawing this at a different version. This one will do the same thing. It's just the way the algorithms work, the AI works. So this is what I'm watching for. So this is what I would expect, something for XRP. What do I think's on the horizon after this Loom move? I would think that Loom can push up, and I'm about to show you that with Tyrion. I think this thing is gonna drop it like it's freaking like a squat, like it's hot, a hot potato, bro. They're gonna drop this thing, man. It looks like to me. So I've been zooming in on some different time frames to see where Loom is at, what's Loom doing. You can probably kind of catch this. You can probably see what I'm looking at right here. Let me back it up so we can. Let me go to the daily and then get you why I'm looking at it at this level. I want you to understand what I'm looking at that level. So let's go to Loom. I'm just gonna see what's going on here. And if you remember what I was just showing you with the RSIs, you see how this RSI already pierced up? And I was going back here. I was like, look, I'm watching these RSIs. See, Cosmos still needs to push up more. Digibyte probably needs to push up more. I'm watching some of these. So this one pushed up real good. It went up 200 and some %. It's already pulled back down. I'm watching that. I mean, can this all be fine and dandy and everything goes up? Yeah, everything could be great. It can be great, and none of this applies. There's always that possibility. But I need to confirm that that's what's going to happen. So I'm not going to confirm that yet until I see that it doesn't do this. You know, I don't want you guys to drop your guard yet. Don't drop your guard yet on this stuff. You know, this is how it works. You know, think about this. You know, if this is about to happen, I mean, let me just slide out. Let's be rational here. If this is about to happen, this move down right here, right? What would you do if you were controlling the market? And what would you do to the market? Well, I know what I would do. I would send everybody. I want everyone in. I want to pick up passengers. So I'm going to send this up. Send them up. Bring them in. Yeah, come on. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody. So if everyone comes in and we get more money in the game, so these people are already holding. So now FOMO kicks in. We get newcomers in. We're going to wreck some people here. We're not going to make this easy. I mean, making money isn't easy, if you guys know this. So if this comes up here, this is great. This is great news for a market to crash. It's also because if this does go down and crashes, which I think it does, then when it does it again after it crashed, do you think people are going to believe it? Probably not. They're not going to bite on that. I mean, I will, because I know that I'm watching the moves. I'll have the moves. I think this would be it. I think a lot of people will understand this is it. So this is a great thing to do. So I've seen, whoops, my keyboard's not kicking it back like I want it. I don't know where my other anyways, I was just on my other TNT. So anyways, it doesn't need to go fully. It doesn't, the heights on these edges is whatever. It's whatever. So you're going to notice that. I'm going to also show you some mini fractals, and they're drawing their same thing. So anyways, there's a pennant on XRP, but not on Loom. But I got a ton of them cold axle. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into TA patterns and stuff. Like this one has a bull flag. This one has a rising wedge, because I think most of you guys know that none of that stuff is 100%. You know, so I do not have a cold. No, I just wake up and I don't get much sleep because I'm on the chart so much. All right, so let's go back to this. I'm going to go down into to Loom there so you can see what I'm looking at. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so right now this is what we're looking at. I'm just using Loom. I can use, if you look at UOS too, Ultra, there's a couple of them that are out front. So if I go to Ultra, Ultra's a good one. Green, I think it was Green Man. showed me this one, and I was just like, oh, that is a great pull. Thank you for showing me that. So same thing here with Ultra. I'm getting that same kind of look here. I mean, these are decision moments. If this is not going to fall like this, well, then you need to continue up. You don't, you know, you need to continue up. But I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Thanks for, Jago, thanks for keeping it clean, man. I don't know why they stopped by. I mean, you know, life's tough, but it's the same thing. We know how the humans are. The humans, you know, throw out their emotions and drop them off on people's plates. I'm not waste management, guys. Don't be dropping off your trash here, man. I'm not waste management. I don't need your trash, man. Give it to, give it to the mirror, man. The mirror, that's the best thing you can do. Give it to the mirror. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying it's just ridiculous, you know. I just ain't got time for this. All right, so let me go back to the loom here, and I'm gonna go in at the 4 hours so we can just kind of see if we can see if this is really close. If loom is supposed to be making a move here soon, you know, loom, are you supposed to be making a move here soon? So let's go down to a 4 hour here, and what we're doing is we're gonna go down to this peak here, okay? So if I go to the 4 hour on TNT. All right, so if we are down here, okay, so now we got our big W cup here, our inverse head and shoulders kind of in a way. We're then coming out of here, we're then pushing up, right? And we're in this peak mode right here. So we need to come and look at that. So we're gonna come in here and match this peak to this peak right here. So let's just kind of look at the behavior and see kind of what's going on at this level, and even the details of, you know, how this is working. So there you go. This is kind of what I'm looking at with Tyrion. This is how it did. It fell down, it then came up, you know, it made a little bit of a move in there. So if we go in here, we can see what's happening here at this scale. So right now we're down and we're kind of going up, it looks like. So we're just kind of, the way I'm reading this is we're creating a V right now. So that's what we're pretty much doing. We're creating that right now. This is scary to me in the sense that let me go back. I can do it backwards. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, let me it's like moving. Yeah, there's a problem with trading view, it looks like, because I can't go backwards. I can't erase stuff, so I gotta do it my own way. Let me see if I can work around this so I don't. So I'll just have to click them each and delete them when I want to delete them. So yeah, so it depends when this is done, when it's done pushing up and stuff. And they don't have to be at the same size. They don't have to be at the same scale. I could probably change this to a 5 hour or 6 or 7 or an 8, because I don't know what the full scale is, you know, you don't know. So it might just not be done. So it could be something like this. That's an 8 hour. It could be it could be that matching on a 7 hour. You could be at the 7 hour version, and next thing you know, it's gonna, you know, it could pull up more a little bit like that, but then pull down, and then when you'll get signal is when that comes through. Like one of them comes through and you're like, all right, and then it's gonna, you know, maybe hang out for a little bit, and then some news drops or something big happens, and then it goes even further, and you're like, all right. At that point, the space, the first move will make people a little worried. They might say, is Mr. Level Up, what he's saying, is that gonna happen, guys? And people will be like, nah, man, we're good. And I'm gonna be like, well, let's see if we are good. So let's be cautious here. Let's not all get worked. We've been in the space for a while. If I can save some people from a Titanic crash and I can have one of the lifeboats, then I'm gonna have a lifeboat ready, man. If we don't need the lifeboat, then we don't need the lifeboat. Stay good, you know. So it's just stay patient. You know, let's see if we need a lifeboat here. Let's give Sam I Am's lifeboats. See if we need his lifeboats. His channel actually makes really good sense to me right now. I'm like, Sam, we might need these lifeboats, bro. To the lifeboats, we do need them. Like Sam predicted it the whole time. He didn't even realize it, you know. Anyways, this is what I'm looking at. So let's not stop there. Let's pull up that UOS now too, and see what UOS looks like. So here goes UOS. Let me put it on a 4 hour to match it first and see if the sizing is very comparable. Let me put this. I'll talk with you guys in a second. So just give me a few. Let me explain this, because if I get away from this and I chat, I'm not going to give you good readings on this stuff. So, all right. Okay, so this is, you can see it when I zoom out a little bit. I can probably give you, I can almost give you more clarity to say, okay, I see what he's showing here. You know, I see the move. I see the moves. They do them in their own different way. This is UOS Ultra. So if this is what's happening, you can see how close we might be. So that doesn't mean that this one doesn't start or delay more. Meaning, well, this one can delay more. This one can just climb up a little bit more. It doesn't matter. It can climb up and push a little bit more. It can do it however it wants. Or it's going to come back down and we're this close where like tomorrow or Friday, is it Thanksgiving or Tanksgiving? Like, are we going to be tanking and it's Thanksgiving, or is it Thanksgiving? Because I would watch out, you know, something's weird to me here. So anyways, this is another one that has already completed its push up and it's on its way down. So if you're wondering why I'm showing you guys stuff like this, is because these have already completed. So if you go to, like, you know, let's go to algo or something. XRP is kind of still finishing off its push. You see how algo's got its push here? Sorry, that buy box is going to be moved, by the way. I need to remove this buy box because I'm not buying right there. No way. I don't think so. All right, so I might as well wipe out all these. Let me just wipe out these drawings. Okay, so those are like areas I'm watching. So here goes algo on the 4 hour, and here goes, you know, and Tyrion obviously on the left. So we're getting that push up right now. So as you know, this still needs to come down. This to me is going to come down, just like you just saw with Loom and just like you saw with UOS. I can show you RSR seems like it's struggling. It might be at its point. Who else was on that block stack? It's like some of these are top 100 coins, so they're not full shit coins that everyone always thinks. And remember, there's going to be a lot of assets that do very well, so I would not discount any of these assets as something that doesn't hold weight because it's not the popular one. It knows what's going on here is what it does, and it's all on an algorithm. So here we go. You can kind of see, you know, just by me breaking this down, is that you have this like inverse head and shoulders here, right? And then what does it do? It does another one, right? And then it pushes up. So what do you have over here? Well, you pretty much have that same kind of look here, right? And then it does another one. And it pushes up, okay? I can't, it's too clear, man. It's on a ton of assets. Ton of assets. Like freaking 50 assets are drawing like this right now. So what is a good moment to get suckered in? Right there. What is a good moment to fall for the bull trap? The whole majority of this space, no offense, would be falling for it. And I get why. It's selling. It's really selling. It's really selling. So once again, I'm either going to be completely wrong here, or I spotted, and there's a couple others, so I'm not just the only one. There's only a small amount where there's a very tight group that we spotted that what it's doing, we understand why it's doing it, but we also saw something else, and that something else made us look at the market in a whole nother way. Like, okay, we're not probably done here, and that's where the difference is. I feel some people are seeing that, and some people aren't. So if you ask the people that are full bullish, do you see the other side? They're not going to have a full-on analysis on the other side. I can look at both sides. I can show you a full-on bull analysis. It's, you know, that this was the bottom, and it goes here and everything's great, but it's, I know that this is the mountaintop and it drops to one level. There's more drops than one level off of a mountaintop. So anytime there's a mountaintop created and it drops, it's usually, per the algorithm, it drops more. These were my mistakes back in 2019. So I'm trying to correct them. So this is when I was calling burst moments in 2019. So either it flipped and now it's like, well, you called it and you missed it, you called it, you missed it, and now it finally does it and you call the opposite and it gets you there too. We don't know if that's true yet. It might actually follow what has already happened. You know, maybe I've learned from my mistake and I'm like, well, either way, I'm not letting my guard down. I understand what needs to happen. That's why I'm one in and one out. So either way, it's like, all right, I've seen you do this to us multiple times, and the bulk of people they were fooled on the March crash. Everybody, majority. There's maybe Some people that I'm not aware of that didn't, but the more popular, like everyone that's in the space that I saw, wasn't seeing that coming because I wasn't seeing anybody saying that it's done really. But there was probably some 30% drop will make at least 50% drop on alt, so XRP can retrace at 30s, maybe 40s. Yeah, I personally even see XRP going back down to, you know, under 20 cents, no problem. I can see BTC going down to 3,500 if it wanted to. You know what I mean? My call is 6,000 to 7,000 for Bitcoin, and when it gets there, I'm gonna reevaluate, and I might be saying I think we're going to 3,500. First, we'll stop at fives. It's 5, 6. Even though I said 6 to 7, stop at the fives, and it goes to 3,500. I'm not ruling that out at all, not one bit. Why? Well, because Tyrion shows me the way it can draw. 2, we have a ton of gaps. So those are 2 and very important things. I got a fractal that's telling me that we go down and dump crazy, but I also got gaps that have to be filled. I got a ton of gaps. I got gaps all, like, this is like, I don't think we just let these gaps just go. I mean, everyone's like, oh, well, we can get those later if they need. And I'm like thinking, well, no, once this is gone, this ain't coming back. XRP's not coming back down to fill the 17-cent gap. There's a gap at 17 cents for XRP. It's not going to fly up to $10 and come back down to 17 cents. That would be like, you know, that would not do well. No, I don't think that's happening. So that's why I think we get them now. I think we got to fill the gaps now. So, but we'll find out. We'll find out. The truth's going to come out sooner or later here, you know. So we could spend every day looking at every candle, you know, talking about the same topic until the result hits. But right now, I'm showing you guys what I'm showing you, and I'm gonna actually go in a little bit more deeper. I saw some things that I'm like, the full-on fractals, which I'm about to show you, outside of this TNT thing that I'm showing you, is even worse. It's even more confirmation. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to Digibyte, right? I'll use Digibyte. I'll start off with Digibyte. I'm gonna show you how to read Digibyte on a full scale. Okay. So this isn't even using TNT. All right, I'm not using TNT now. I showed you Tyrion on how to use that with what's possibly ahead. Now I'm not going to use that. So now I got something which is not something else. I've always had it. I just don't really go over all of it in depth. So let's go to Digibyte. And I'm going to have to go to a different Digibyte because that one doesn't have everything I need. This one will work. Let me remove the drawings here. Okay, so here is Digibyte, right? And what do we have going on here? Well, we pretty much got a triple top happening. We got, you know, head and shoulder possibly happening. Do I think the side of this comes down here? I do. Do I think is that matching Tyrion? That's matching Tyrion. So let me show you how this all works. It's going to be a little bit. Let me slide this to the side here. I'm gonna give you an example of how this is working. So this little guy right here, I'm gonna grab it and I'll put it off to the side. I'll just do this. Is this okay? So this little guy that I just grabbed from right here is this on a bigger scale. High probability that because it's doing the same exact moves. All right, so how am I gonna show you guys this? Well, I'll just mark it up just like I always do. We can go backwards. Let's go backwards with it. So let's start at this. We got a nice push up here, right? So we can say, okay, is this where we're at? Well, based on everything we're figuring out, that we're probably at this point right here, right? So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and draw a little cup underneath that cup, right? All right, so that's our first marker. So let's go back. We're gonna walk backwards. So then what happens over here in the mini fractal? Well, it goes up and creates another cup. Did we do that? Yeah, we went up, we created another cup. All right, well, let's confirm that. Okay. And after it created this other cup, we went up to a peak. Did we get a peak here? Yes, we did. Let's put a 1 up at the top here. Okay, let's just follow this thing through and see if it's following. And this is following for a good amount of time here. From the peak, we come down and we do a scoop up to another peak. So we'll just throw a little marker there and throw an X for that. We got that. So what did we do? We fell down. We'll go up to another peak, and we will throw a X there. Okay. So what happens after this? It looks like we fall down and we do this like hook thing, gooseneck thing right here. All right. Did we do it over here? Oh, wow. Look at that, we did. There's the gooseneck right there. So let's just put a little G right there and say that's our gooseneck because it's there at the smaller scale. All right. We then do what? Well, we just come out of this cup and we, that creates like a little mountaintop. So whatever, the rest is history. I just went and did the fractal like that. So I'm like, okay, well this Tyrion's saying that we dump. We got a ton of gaps. I feel like I'm repeating myself from my other streams, but whatever. There might be new people here. And then I got this mini fractal here. I mean, this is a perfect moment. We got lockdowns happening overseas. We might be getting ours. We just don't know it yet. Even worse than what you think it is. Yeah, there's just so many things that line up. There's a great story to be played here if they want to. So this is Digibyte. Do you want me to do another one to show you? Let's take another one. Let's go to VeChain. Let me wipe this out so I don't remember this. So once again, this is the little guy down there. Okay. Thank you, JHP. Let's go now to VeChain. Let's go see if VeChain showing that similar behavior. All right. I think you guys know that I know it's already there. So I was using this side as, is this, what we're doing? I was using this and I was like, oh, we're just pushing up. Well, the same result happens, but I think I made a mistake on on the way I was reading this. The result is going to be the same from the mistake, which is like, I think we're coming off the peak here. We're doing triple cups, push up and fall. So I can find that here and fall. But after I started staring at this thing, I'm like, let me do the same thing I just did. Let's go backwards. So can VeChain push up more? Absolutely. Why? Because this is what I figured out. I figured out that this is what's happening right now, right? And then what happens here? We go and create a cup backwards. So, and see the 1, 2, 3 cups there? This is on an incline. This is on a decline. No problem. We have 1, 2, 3 cups, right? So 1 and whatever you want to call it, 2. You can almost say 4 there. I'm sure I can find that up there too. It's just the behavior I'm looking for. So I'm like, all right, so then we got that. So then what happens? I'm like, well, it pushes up and creates another peak. Another peak. Then there's like a V up here. Yeah, I got that V. And then we got another peak. Okay. And then what else? Well, it kind of slides down and slides down some more. There's 2 notches. Do you got that? Yeah, I got that. I got 1 here and 1 here to make sense of it. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. So then what? Well, then it creates this there's like a W here. So is that what kind of took place here at an angle? Yeah, it's the same thing that took place. So this W here is really it's really this whole thing here. So I'm like, okay, well then that makes sense. So if I go backwards, what happens? Well, it climbs up and it scales up. So, but not that I need it to continue from everything. I got enough data here that says, okay, well then if we're at this one here, this last one here, what do we have on the horizon? Well, it looks like we have a fall. Does that match Digibyte? Yes. Does it match Tyrion and what we know? Yeah. Does it match the gaps and stuff? Yeah, it matches all that. So then I would say that this happens. Remove the drawings. Frank, what's up, dude? The best thing I'm gonna take that as a positive thing. I'm gonna take that as a positive thing. You said, Frank. Thank you, because the only thing I can say to it is that, and he's not doing charting. He's doing content, but not everyone's supposed to win. So if you're going in the direction, and you probably think this, Frank, if you're going in the direction of the masses and where the herd is going and what everyone believes, you might want to check yourself sometimes and say, well, am I going in the right direction here? Everyone's going in this direction. Because something that, besides it being possibly steered and led to a slaughterhouse, things in great supply become less of value. All right, so if somebody is this rare, knows how to land rockets, you become more valuable. Let's say Elon Musk. You become more valuable. You can see the value. So, but if everyone knows how to do what Elon Musk is doing, is there going to be a lot of value there? Well, no, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Everyone knows it. Everyone thinks it. But if there's that one person that's like, well, sees something a little different, let's talk about the Wright brothers. You know, they saw that they could build a glider, and now we have airplanes today. Thank goodness. Thank you, Wright brothers. You know, no one believed. They didn't see it useful, valuable. So it was same. So you see where I'm getting with it. So I'm okay with the less subs, the limited. I actually want to stay in that, because if I become the way, it might not be good. And even if I am right, and I am the most popular, and I'm right, I don't know if the AI is going to like that very much, or the market makers are going to like that very much. So they might make me wrong pretty quickly by switching the game up, because they're cracking the code now. We're going to have to switch the game up, you know, because now it's not doing what we want it to do, and they're able to beat the casino. If you're able to beat the casino and then the casino is going to be pissed. They're not going to want you to beat the casino, so the house always wins. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but you get what I'm talking about. Lower supply, the heart surgeon, you know, has more value. Somebody that studies and can predict earthquakes has more value than somebody that, no offense to anybody in here, if you're cutting lawns, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but that's why the price of lawns to cut a lawn is down to the very bottom before somebody goes out of business. So they won't drop the price anymore, because supply and demand is taking effect. There's so many people, a lot of people cut lawns, they have equipment, they found out that, oh, this is a good business, you can make money, so then everyone started doing it, and now it killed the value. So when it becomes a thing, it can kill the value. So right now it's not a thing, what I'm showing you guys. This is something I think is not really known. So there's value here. If it becomes a thing, it'll kill the value, just like they did in the lawn business. It'll kill it, and they'll switch it up, and it'll no longer be a thing. You can't win on it. It'll make it 50-50, you know, more so. So anyways, let's keep going. There's more stuff. You guys saw that I think I had it on Dow. Let me just go over some other stuff like that I found here. Sir Gordon's in here. You guys know me and Gordon are like buddies, and we're on the opposite side right now, and we never are. They're supposed to break out, Gordon. It's a trap, bro. We'll see. Here's the time. You guys haven't seen this. It's a rare moment. Me and Gordon are not on the same page, and it's not that we're fully against each other, but we ain't seeing eye to eye. And you guys know that me and him are buddies, so this is a rare sight right now. When does it invalidate? It invalidates when it doesn't do it. Really, CH. Screenshot. Digibytes up 18%. Gordon, you want me to show you where it's at, bro? I was just there. I love this stuff. Look, man, I'll just show you what I think could be happening. All right, so I just did this moments ago, but you got this mini fractal down here is going to put you in that position where this move right here is going to take you up, and then it's going to take you down, right? You're going to get taken up on the rocket ship there. You got your 2 cups here, and this is the mini fractal. So you're right here on this one right here on that push-up, right? Whoops, I can put in the little one right there since I just did that. And then you got your 2 cups here, right? And then you got this scoop here. So, and then you see the gooseneck right there? That's that right there. So just watch out when you're playing around right here on this ledge. That's all. Gordon, just have some money on the side for me, brother. That's all I'm asking. Just have some money on the side. Might become a doozy here soon. All right, so I wanted to go to, what did I have it on? I think I had it on Dow Jones right here. What's up, Jason? Peanuts in the sack. Me and my buddy Pete were laughing about all your comments, your peanuts here, sack. I was laughing about that last night. So, dude, there's more gaps being created, as you guys probably see right here on Dow Jones. So we got one here, right? That one's pretty closed here. That one got closed. There's a gap here. There's a gap here. I mean, there's probably a gap there. I mean, what am I on? I'm on a. See, I don't just stick on the daily. I think that's not. I don't think you stop at the daily, because I went back and found out that there's more than just the daily. I mean, you can use the 4 hours. So as you see right here, these are all the gaps that are available. So it just created that one there. Just created that one there. Just created that one there. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps so far on Dow Jones. Dow Jones is trying to bait people in, man. It's gonna get them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5. We got 6 gaps. We got 7 gaps here. All right. 7 gaps there. This is a big gap down here. 8 gaps. So there goes 8 gaps right there for Dow Jones so far that need to be filled. They have not been filled. I could even go slide back here, and there's a gap at 16. These guys are sneaky down here. These little guys, but they're there, and I'm like, these are like little indicators to me. So you got that 16,000 gap here for Dow Jones, right there. So there you go. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at that we got a lot of gaps to fill. This supports my theory. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 gaps on Dow Jones below where it's at. 7 gaps sitting on a branch eating sunflower seeds on grandpa's branch. I'm with Gordon. XRP 85 cent, $1.25 early December. All right. All right. If I'm right, everyone can never say a bad thing about me. I mean, they can, but they should never be like, dude. But these are gonna get all closed. Is my thoughts. Same with let's go to Bitcoin CME gap. I think I did this last time, so I do everything together again that I've already said because I want to oh, it's not CME. Why am I doing that? I'm not paying attention. Where's my CME? I thought it was there it is. There it is. All right. See right here, it created another gap right there on the CME. I don't know if people noticed that, and there's one right below it. So you just created another one here down at 11.4. So and even one a little bit lower right there. That didn't. I don't think that closed it out right there. Nah, I didn't fully close it out. So you got an 11.4 there. So you got some extra gaps down here that is telling me Bitcoin is coming back down because it's not just the 90. It's just not the 97 down here, which hasn't been closed. It's more than that. So our last gap is at there's one at yeah, I don't want to hit any back buttons. It'll mess me up. There's one down here at the 76 marker, and there's one down at the I started finding a ton down there right here. So there goes one right there at the 76. All right, this gap didn't get filled. And then I got that one we got the one at 3,500. Yeah, right down here. They love to get created on these little cups down here. Right there. Right through the 200 moving average. Right there. Boom. All right. So we got plenty of gaps here on Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 on Bitcoin's CME gap. Let me see what else we can look at to I think I gave you the V chain, I gave you that. Oh, if we go back, if we continue to look at that XRP mini fractal, it supports and I'm just I'm going over stuff again. Let me wipe all this out. This was when I was coin hopping. All right, so if we are at the mini fractal here, and after this push up, it shows that we tear down. It shows that we got some drops happening right there from the fractal. So I think you're gonna get that. You're gonna get those pulled down. What are we at right now? 68. Yeah. I think the market might drop. I think it's gonna probably. I think it drops 80% probably. That's kind of what my guess is. 80%. 80%. We then bring in regulations, which would then wipe out some of the coins that are not supposed to be there. The shit coins, we're gonna get those off the books. It seems those won't make it. So that'd be a good thing. We take them all down. and then we're going down, which is going to be bad. You got to watch out with this, because you might go to 0 on some of these, right, that you had money in, but then only so many other ones survive, and then I think that's when the bull market takes place. So I see this rolling into 2021. We'll see. That's what I'm following right now. If we look at you know, basic attention token, I could look at so many that are just pretty much doing the same thing as everybody else. So they're pushing up right here. They're just pushing up right here. Nothing too crazy. Closing out their RSIs and stuff. I'm looking at the RSIs. The other thing I was going to show you is doing inverse. So yeah, this can push up a little bit more like it's doing. Is going to Bitcoin and then going to the I learned this from Tori. Dude, Tori's really good, man. He's really good. It's so funny. I drew this, right? Like, and it's like, well, it worked out for you, man. Yeah, it did, but I'm looking for that pullback. Tori made some stuff, so I'm not gonna show stuff like it's my discovery. But I mean, I'm looking for us to come back down here and tag this 200. You know, that's all. I'm not asking for anything crazy. If you think about it, I'm like, well, I think we come back down here. So the way we tag this 200, I think we tag it again. I think we tag that 200 again. But just doing that invert scale, this is what it looks like on an inverted when you invert it. Meaning, all right, it comes down, it's touching this line. I mean, it could be a bounce here, right? And since I flipped it upside down, the bounce coming off this. So if I would, you know, if people were looking at this, they would say, oh, there's a strong possibility we might bounce here. Yeah, if we bounce here, dude, right here, if we bounced right here is my call. I called that right? I didn't get my bounce yet. So let me remove this. So this would be, I mean, someone could draw a triangle on this thing. I probably wouldn't be surprised if that's what ends up happening, that this thing becomes this massive triangle like this. I have it inverted, right? And we need another move up into this, right? That would be that's my guess, is that this ends up happening, right? And it's going to hit my marker, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a strong wick that comes up here, closes that gap at 35, that wick comes down, and then we paint, and this is when the real bull run starts, right? So then we would come through and we'd break out of this, is my guess, right? That would be just a wick, so the candle would close a lot lower probably. That's what I'm watching. I think that's what happens here. So if we flip this back, we flip it back to normal scale, that's ends up what happening, and it takes out the 200. This is what I see happening. Once again, these are wicks coming down here. But I mean, at least 8.7, this would be a wick if it wanted to close that 35, but I'm not really asking for it fully. But yeah, this is what I see happening, you know. This supports. Mind blown. Admin E pattern can be inverted to show a double top. Yeah, so I guess I'm remaining on guard here, still. In that this is a great sell moment. Just let's get everybody in. I just feel like it's picking up passengers. You know, I feel like that's what it's doing. I feel, and I shouldn't be saying I feel. The data is telling me that. You know, the charts are showing me that that's what it can do. So, dude, it'd be super, it would suck, man, that you'd have to wait more. But I think that's what, Ethan, that's what people hope for. See, the thing is when alts, I guess that's where there's a misconception, is that if you go look at history, when alts pop, BTC is not doing anything. You see how XRP popped and BTC was just hanging out? I did this research a while ago and I went through them all. And you go look at when XRP popped, look at what BTC is doing. It's not doing anything. So if BTC dumps, well, that's a different ballgame. BTC dumping, in my opinion, is going to pull everybody down, 100%. Because there's no history showing that BTC dumping is flinging up XRP. Not at all. It's showing you that it becomes stationary when it does that. Yeah, I'll check Orchid right now. If you guys have some charts you want me to look at, we can go ahead and look at some charts. Right, the MAs are looking like that, Rudy. Very scary. Right, but you'll probably see how this thing ends up if they switch. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna go Orchid first, and then I'll go Theta. Okay, you guys are gonna fire away. Why did I say that? Yeah, you guys send me some stuff. Okay, Zilliqa, this, that. I'll show you. I know most of those. I check them out anyways. So Orchid. So OXT. So let's go to the daily. So how would I read this right now just by looking at it? Well, it's the same concept that we have going on right now. I think that I think we're getting. I'm just looking at just the peaks here. I think, you know, I got one here, I got one here, and I got one here. That's really massive. I got this, and I think this is the other one that's happening. And you can see that this would be the result. That's how I would read Orchid real quickly. This is how I did read it when I was analyzing it the other day. So I'm just giving you the quick. I'm giving you the quick move on it. Is that it would slip like that and slip down like this. You know, you got to watch out for it. But right now the moving averages, I know they look great. I told you guys this on the last stream. I said the 23-hour to me is the hidden version of it. It's the hidden version of it. You see how it acts right there? Look. You see how it can do that? See how the 20? It's a 23-hour, by the way. It goes to fake up. It says hell no, we're done, right? So you can have the same thing. You see how it's going to fake up? See, here's the funny thing. Looking at the 23, look at this. You see the problem right now? I'm showing you guys. Look at what's happening. The moving averages are supposedly going up, but we're now, this 200 moving average, I mean, you could say it's like a huge delay and it's still picking up this back here, which is what we would say. Well, it's picking up that back there, you know. It's finally catching up, and that does that, and then that does that. If that moving average, I wonder if I can erase this. Okay, remove dry. If that 200 moving average slides again and does what these guys are doing, so you see how this one came down, this one came down. If this comes down too, you know what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This is going to come up and then come down with it, and it's going to bring this market down. That's how that will unfold. If what I'm saying is true, that's what the moving averages are going to do. They're going to all bail like this. They're going to bail, and you can see that's what ended up. I mean, well, I guess that's all we can do is see that. I mean, maybe everything is fine, and that this turnout, but this is a mini version of this. This is a bigger version. So let me go to Theta. I think Theta's been on this for a while too. So if we were to look at Theta, Theta's not doing a lot of. I think it drops, but it's actually. I think it's dodging itself. So you guys ready to analyze Theta the same way? Here we go. We'll analyze Theta the same way. I think I already spotted it. So the first thing I'll do is let's get. I need to find a point here. So we're gonna find this point. So this guy right here is this guy right here. Okay. And then what do we have? We have it kind of come up and create a cup here. All right. So we're gonna create that cup there. And then what did it do? It made that move there. Got it. All right. So then we pushed up. So then that would be the push up out of here. And that's what's going to give me this up here. So this push up out of here is going to give me this, right? So now what is it doing? It's creating triple cups here. You see it? That's what's happening here. So it's wanting to keep itself. I don't want to say it's wanting to keep itself up here like it's trying. It's just drawing this. It's doing this little guy up here, right? Let me take the lights off. You see this behavior up here with the 1, 2, and 3 cups is 1, 2, 3 cups, right? That's what's being created up here. So the right side is obviously a death drop. Right now it seems like everything's great and that everything's going to turn up, but there's a strong possibility that might not turn up like that, you know, from what I'm showing you. So then what's the next move? I mean, well, let me finish this up. Let's go backwards. You know, what happened here? So did we create this right here? Yeah, we did. And then when we came off of here, did that happen again? Yeah, it happened right here. Did the drop happen here? Yeah, there's a drop happen. Let me go back more. Oh, it creates a little cup. So then it creates this cup. And then it comes back up. So you can see that I can literally take this and make a complete, like, it doesn't have to do that. It just shows you it's controlled. The whole thing's controlled. Anybody thinking this is organic is crazy. I wouldn't be able to do this if this was organic. But let them think it's organic, because that's what the market wants them to think. That everything, this is, the bulls just took over. They're buying institutions. So you start telling yourself the story. The institutions are throwing money in, man. They're bringing all this money in. And that's what's happening right now, man. Regulations are about to come through. And it's like, that's what they want you to, you're selling yourself on it to make sense of it. But we don't really know if any of that is even true. And by, finding this out, I can show you. I mean, if this is Milan, I'm about to show you something right now. I'll show you. Want to see how it's copying itself to a T, that it is a computer? I can show it right now. I can show you that it's a computer. And this is hands out. This is hands off to Milan, man. Milan and my group, man, found this one, and I'm just like crazy. So if I go to Bitcoin, let me see if I can remember it. I think it was on a 15-minute we were looking at. We're watching, or a 30-minute scale. What was that? Finn, is he in here right now? He might be. I think it was, give me a second here. Let me see if I can find it. I can't remember what it was. Which one it was. Is he in here? What if everything else drops except XRP and shitcoin? I can see that. I can't, I don't remember what one it was. I was trying to go off my memory here. So maybe it's a good thing I don't need to even show that. What if everything else drops except XRP and non-shitcoins? I can see that. Patty cakes, I'll just say this. It's kind of, I think XRP is great. I think it's got a great use case, but there's more than it. There's more stuff going on than XRP. So we're so quick to, like, single it out because we're so locked onto it. I would think like that at that level and say, you know what, man, we're making it so big in our minds, and it is, big. There's more. It's not just Ripple, there's more than Ripple is what I'm getting at. So it has its place, and it's going to do well. But I mean, to be what everyone uses day to day, it might just be handling the banking side, moving money with the banking system. Doesn't mean it needs to be retail. You know what I mean? It's not going to probably be retail. It'll just be straight up. So then that's its use case. That's it, and that's got a great one, and it's playing around with a lot. So that's where it's its value. So I guess what I'm saying is that, I mean, I wouldn't expect that to happen and nothing else went. I would think there's a lot they're going to run together, because they all have a place somewhere in some country. They'll have a place. That's I guess that's my thing. The front coming and go off Marvin Gaye. Isn't true. Where was it at? I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't want to mess with it. It's obviously, it was scary accurate. All right, so what else did I do? I'm gonna do Zilliqa. So let's do Zilliqa. If it was a 15-minute, I'll just let it go, Drew, for the sake of Milan. Automatic truth. All right, so right now this is getting a nice freaking nice push up right here. Where's it at? I can't. The thing with is, let me delete all this. See, I need that more data back here. I can't see this data, but I'm assuming that there's 3 tops here, is what I'm assuming. So I'm not probably seeing the next one. This is what I'm thinking is happening. Is you got this one, which is this, and then there's this one, and I can't. I'm assuming that there was this right here that took place. There was another one back here, is what I'm guessing. So you can kind of see how this is crossing up right there. I'm not gonna be able to fully, you know, there's the inverse head and shoulders in here. See it? Which is this. So I don't have fully everything that I would like on Zill. Because that was when it was born around there. See if I have another. Maybe there's another Zill. Let me go to another Zill fractal. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. There you go. So so this was obviously a smaller move that came up. So that I think is happening right here. I was guessing that there was the W, and then the W, and look, it tiered down perfectly like that, right? And then it tiered down and created this and comes up, right? This one did a little notch there. Now it's coming up. Yeah, so if I was to watch this, I'd be like, watch out. That's all. All I'm saying is watch out. So that's probably what's happening. Or, oh my gosh, never mind. I got one down here. Here it is down here. I was just thinking I went right to that because it looks so obvious. It's just another one. This is it down here. The mini's down here. Here it is right here. All right. So this push up right here is this that's happening. This is it right here. It's on that left side, and then this side is the W right here. Okay, so then this came up. Dude, that thing shot pretty aggressive down right there, and then came up. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3 up the top, and then there's that fourth. This one probably this little guy just pushed up right here a little bit more. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would. And you can see there's that off the edge. I got that one up there that looks a little bit more clear. I would watch out for it. I mean, we don't have full confirmation that it's because what this would do is then, if this does fall at that level, you then would be pretty much doing something like this. You would actually coming down here. So I don't think people should rule this out, you know, that you would be coming down like that. It sounds insane. It doesn't need to fully go down that far, but you know what I mean? It's this level here. I wouldn't rule that out. That would support the Bitcoin theory. That would support closing of all gaps. That would support closing of all Dow Jones gaps doing this. So I wouldn't rule that out. Tezos. Is there a bigger chart than this on Tezos? There's gotta be one that's bigger than that, right? What do I got over here? Oh, we're in a channel. House must have been feeling like we're in a channel here. All right, so let me if I've done this one yet. Who runs with this? I think Tezos runs with is it VeChain? OMG looks perfectly similar to XRP, but I had XMR is on its own world in my opinion. Yeah, there's some, and you can, if you look at Quant is like running the same like fractal as the dollar. I'm on a daily here, so if the daily was this, I'm trying to find out where the, so this was the March. Okay. Whoops. I'm trying to see how this one worked here. Whoops. I made that one not so good. I'll just delete the whole thing since it's not letting me go backwards. So 1, 2, and it pushed off this push up here. Thing is, you would think that there's such a good fall, but I think what's happening here is that these are mini fractals, so you're getting that push up right here, which is actually that up in there, is what I would think happens. Plus, it's a hellified head and shoulders. I think you guys know that. I mean, pretty much what's happening here is you got the head up here, and everyone's hoping that everything is it's fine. Everything's going to be fine, which it could be fine, and that this doesn't, you know, come down. That it doesn't come down, but I think it does come down is the unfortunate thing. Oh, it was Link, George. I think that's what it was. Yeah, ran with Link. If we go look at, we can go look at Link. What's up, JC? We can go look at Link. What about good old Quirky Quark? I think Quark's getting a little bit of love. Quark looks just like, if you saw when I did Quark is the same thing as Poe. And if it follows Poe, wow. Good night. Right, so here goes Poe. I was gonna try to jump on this Poe move, but I missed it. I was watching it. I would have made probably 10 grand quickly. Blew it. So yeah, so the Quark chain is, I showed this on the last one, on the last stream, I think. You can see the same behavior here on this. It's like super identical. Obviously, this is this, right? So you got the 1, 2 here, right? Boom. So you're sitting at this ledge. Isn't it? Aren't you guys finding it interesting that I'm showing you that we're sitting at the ledge on all these assets, and I'm telling you that some of them are almost there. You know. Gordon, I'll text you after this, man, and we'll get it fixed, bro. We'll get it fixed. I'll text you after. So there goes Quark chain on the right. Poe is on the left. You're getting that love off right here, so that's fine. But if that is that could be a nasty nosedive there. Nasty. Looks like I get bloody down there. Ripple is trending on Twitter. You want to know something, Patty Cakes? I'm getting people hitting me up. Hey man, wanting to buy XRP and buy more, and I'm like, here we go, guys. They're like, dude, what do you think? What's the reason? They're like, what's the reason? What's the reason, man? What's the reason? I'm like, there is no reason. What do you mean? What's the news that's coming out? I'm like, there is no news coming out. I mean, we can always find something, but they're like, why is it doing it? And I'm like, oh god, just jump in, have fun. What? There was some other OMG, and I'm sorry if I skip you, man. Gordon's about to lose his shit. He's about to throw everything out the window. I haven't even done this one. Dude, are we right here? Oh my god, we are. Oh my gosh. Look at it, dude. Yeah, I've never even done Amigo. I'm thinking you guys are going to catch me off guard and be like, haha, he didn't get that one. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Right here is this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. You're on a ledge here, man. Let's go in that little one. Let's double side this screen here and see, because this one I'm actually fascinated by it because I haven't done this yet on this one. Let me go to that. That was back here. Let me see how that behavior happened. Yeah, so it's the same behavior. So it had the cup. Had the move, had this move, and then it came up here and topped out. So that no wonder why it shot up right there. It shot up because you freaking pushed that right there. And then you're here. Because I have the one there, so I got both of these here accounted for, and then I got the cup here, which is the cup here, and it's at a ledge. It's, dude, I just don't want to see it. Like, fucking, dude, that's what everyone else is looking like. Something is feeling off to me, man. Something ain't adding up. Something in that adding up. What a cruel. That would be savage as hell to do this. Something's not adding up, because if this is where, if we're pushing up right here on this cup right here, because I got my 3 points. Look. Oh. If TradingView was watching my screen right now, they would be like, dude, we got to fix these problems. Because Mr. Level Up is trying to draw here, and he's like, everything's messing up. So these are the 3 moves coming off this. 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup. So 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, right? You might say, oh, well, there's a little guy there. I got that too. You want to make it 4? We'll make it 4. Right. So if that's what's happening, then there might be some deep shit happening here. We can flip some coins still, though. It won't follow exactly, no. George, you just gotta watch the moves, the behavior of it. So this is another confirmation that doesn't support that everything is fine and dandy. I think I'm good. I mean, is there anything else? I mean, I came in here just to kind of see if there's anything different, and I'm not really finding anything to tell me that there might not be a bad. It's called Black Friday for a reason. Dude, they have probably been prepping that for a while, JHP. Hey, we're going to call it Black Friday. Well, why is that? Well, you know, in the year of 2020, we're about to use it. We're going to make it Black Friday where everything goes black. They're going to black out. It's going to get dark. Become a dark winter for Biden. Coin flips, what you got, Chris? I'm just playing. I'm playing right now. I'm flipping off the fractals. So we're flipping on fractals right now. So what I was showing you guys earlier is right here. Oh, I threw some money at. Hell yeah. I threw some money at Cosmos. And banned. Oh. I was gonna show you guys my gains, but yeah, I think it dumps. I'm not telling anybody to sell XRP. But I'm telling you, just be prepared for a possible dump. Have you looked at the bull run fractal yet, Chris? I have, but I think we're at a different point. I think on another stream I did it. Frank, check out my tweet. I tagged you. Oh, I don't want to check this thing out because it's gonna be some bullshit, bro. I already know, Gordon. I already know you right now. What is this fucking? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, right here, this one. Let's get it, bro. Hold on, you calling $1 by... You're calling $1 by tomorrow. No? This is 4-hour charts. Pin it, bro. You're calling $1 right now by tomorrow. By end of month? Dude, tweet it. I want to see these. Dude, tweet it. I want to read these comments because I get shitted on and I like reading yours. I know you gotta love mine, bro. You can see all the shit they say to me. You tweet yours so I can read all the shit they say to you. Oh, man, we can get a rise off each other, Gordon. Gordon's having a field day. Look at him attack Mr. Level Up. Like, I just gotta read. That's why I'm getting followers. They want to see the shit. They want to see all the negative and the digs and the low blows. They don't realize, man. They're trying to come at me like Mike Tyson, but they don't know I might be Buster Douglas, man. So you gotta watch out. I'm a Mike Tyson fan, though. But they're coming at me like Tyson, and I'm like, dude, you don't know I might be Buster Douglas over here, bro. Don't fold that easy. Anyways, fucking pin it to your sack. Hell yeah, man, I'm getting some gains right now. So I'm playing the fractals, I'm playing the pivots, and see how this, I'm watching that RSI. You see the RSI piercing up. So I think Cosmos will get some more to go. Did Algo push again? Still watching Algo to see if it'll be some more. Let me turn this off. See if there's some more push there from Algo. So what I do is I set it up this way and I start just lining this up. I'm waiting on Band. I put some on Band because I feel like Band needs to go next. You see how Band hasn't pushed yet? So either I'm going to get wrecked or I'm going to be killing it here. So I'm dropping some coin on some of these moves. Because once they see some of them coming through, you know, Dash already did its thing, right? Yeah, so Dash did its thing. It pushed up on its RSI. Gosh. Let me check RSI. Is RSI continuing? So Loom's pushing up, but it's just creating that other side because it already pushed up. Or you can say that was the big gooseneck pop. Harmony 1 coin. I think there's more love on that. So just giving you an idea, man. To each their own. You guys do what you got to do. But this is a way to play the fractals. See, RSI. RSR. I find this one interesting if it's finalizing its push, because it did break out already of its RSI. Now it's hanging out on the right side. Very quiet the last couple days, RSI, while these other ones are making their moves. Yeah, so Raven's done a nice little push. So I go down the line to see who's left, and then I'll go make a play. So I went and made a play on Band. Ontology, I was going to do that one the other day. I saw that yesterday, 2 days ago. So I was catching these earlier. So that's why I tweeted to let you guys know I was doing that. Just so you know I wasn't, like, I'm not trying to withhold things I do. Not that I need to give it all out, but... Alright, right here, the 23rd, so 2 days ago, as per my lead data, I hold XRP plus USD and taking advantage of trading the fractal very short term. If it's wrong, I just want it to show me it's too close. So I'm taking advantage of the fractals, which is this, what you see happening here. So How do you change Binance to show the USD value instead of Bitcoin value in the dashboard? Oh, top left corner. You should probably, I'm assuming top. That's a good question. I don't really hang out on the dashboard too much. You tweeted it? Oh, dude. Fucking love Gordon for this stuff. They're gonna say you're always wrong. Watch. Dude, Gordon, I lost my followers to you. You just passed me in followers. I'm such a loser. They all left me and went to you because you're more bullish than me. I call $1 XRP end of November, pin it to your lips. What did you do to me that time? No room left on the sack. Oh, here they come, bro. You can't get any better live than this when you're watching. I think that's what you did to me. I was like, I'll give him back the old looky look. It's all right, Jago, right? They'll be too late. They'll be like, dude, I want to watch it. The charting's done. I'm retiring after this. If I call this, I'm retiring. I'm done. There's nothing else to do except go make gains, right? All right, guys, I'm going to head on out. It's right above the orders being filled. If you're looking at the price chart, you should have a drop-down menu that you can change the pair. Okay, there you go, Tundra. He's George is helping you out. Ratledge right here. Can you look at bullish CEO? I think I had it right here. Is it share token or Haven? Is SHA bullish CEO? Is that share token? Don't leave me. You're welcome, Pressbury. Blondes, that's fine if it does it. I'm okay with it. Then I think we go down like 80%, unfortunately. See ya, Humper. Who let the bulls out? You as well, man. I try to have a good mate. I still love you for the Pearl call months ago, and band looks good. JHP, man. You remember the Pearl call? Dude, some people freaking killed it on that, dude. Dude, that was a good memory. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that. The Pearl call, and then there was wasn't there another one I said? Outside of Pearl, there was another one that like popped 200% the next day or something. JC, thanks as well, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. You're right there with me on it. Christ, BTR before you go, please. Oh, Bob's like, I thought yours. Let me do Safe Haven then, because I think he wants Safe Haven. Not share. Whew. Yeah, I'm just hoping that you're not, you know, reliving this right here. And that all this that came to this is packed in here. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at this Safe Haven. Thanks, CCS. Alright, so BTR, bit true. So Misigo, I found interesting that you guys got me to do that one. That was extra knowledge for me because I didn't have that one before. I'm gonna have to go over here for bit true. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate you, brother. Alright, I'm gonna go check out Sam I Am stuff. The BitTrue coin, is that what you're asking for BTR? Yeah, I would think this thing needs to come up as, oh wait, that's versus Ethereum. I wonder why. It's just all set up the same way as everyone. So either this actually almost looks like this looks like 80. This reminds me of 80K. Check this out. Go to 80K. Right? See this the way it pushed up right here? It like stair stepped up to this point here. You can see how the moving averages are. Whoops, wrong one. Yellow crossing up through the blue and stuff. But if they die right there, it'll kill that. Like that. Alright. I guess we'll see. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as well. And I will catch up with you guys later. Alright, I'll see you. I hope so too, Rudy. It'll be a great play. You guys take care.